Welcome to Addiction Group's podcast, where we address pressing questions about addiction. Our goal is to provide insight and guidance for those seeking answers. I'm your host, Anna. Welcome to the Addiction Group's podcast. Today, we'll be talking about a topic that is probably unfamiliar to many of us, which is the subject of laced weed. We're fortunate to have Ben, a seasoned addiction and treatment expert, with us today for some insights. So, Ben, exactly what is laced weed?
Thanks for having me, Anna. Simply put, laced weed is cannabis that's been combined with other substances like fentanyl, crack, heroin, hallucinogens, and even embalming fluid. The intention behind mixing is to enhance the potency, but this can lead to unexpected and often dangerous side effects and even fuel an addiction.
That sounds scary. How can someone tell if their weed is laced with something?
Right, this can indeed be difficult because you often can't determine if marijuana has been laced just by its appearance, smell, or taste. That said, changes in potency, unusual smell, packaging, or appearance might be indications that the weed is laced.
What common drugs might be mixed with that marijuana?
There's quite a variety, including fentanyl, cocaine, crack, heroin, LSD, codeine-laced cough syrup, and PCP. Each of these substances produce different effects when combined with weed and can have significantly dangerous side effects.
Can you give me an idea of the kind of symptoms one might expect if they've smoked laced weed?
Yes, absolutely. The symptoms can range widely depending on what the marijuana is laced with. For example, if it's laced with PCP, the user might experience severe hallucinations, paranoia, impaired coordination, and even fall into a coma. Fentanyl, on the other hand, can cause symptoms like a slowed heartbeat, seizures, severe drowsiness, and can even stop heart and brain functions.
That sounds incredibly risky. What steps can one take to avoid laced weed?
Knowing the source of your marijuana is crucial. Only purchasing from someone you trust can reduce the risk. Also, always inspect your marijuana before using it. Be aware of your surroundings and cautious when trying new sources or types of marijuana.
What are the potential dangers specific to smoking weed laced with, say, fentanyl?
Fentanyl-laced marijuana can cause serious respiratory depression or even death because fentanyl is an incredibly potent synthetic opioid analgesic. You may also face serious legal consequences, as fentanyl is a Schedule II controlled substance.
What should someone do if they've smoked laced weed?
The first and most crucial step is to seek emergency medical help immediately, especially if you're experiencing adverse effects such as slowed breathing, chest pain, irregular heartbeat, and severe hallucinations. And of course, always get your weed from a trusted source and inspect it for any signs of tampering.
This has been really enlightening, Ben. To wrap things up, let's highlight some of those key points.
Absolutely, Anna. To recap, lacing marijuana with other drugs can increase the intoxication, but it's incredibly high risk and can lead to grave side effects, addiction, and even death. The legal consequences alone are severe. To stay safe, use marijuana from trustworthy sources, inspect it thoroughly, and if you experience an adverse reaction, seek medical help immediately. Be honest with your healthcare providers about what you've used so they can offer the best possible treatment.
That's solid advice, Ben. Thanks so much for these important insights. That brings us to the end of today's episode. Stay safe out there, everyone, and remember to always be informed and mindful about what you consume. Thank you for tuning into Addiction Group's podcast. We hope our discussions bring clarity to your queries about addiction. Remember, we're here to support and guide you. Until next time, stay informed and stay strong.